Okay, so we said something about Adam losing races because he likes to eat dust.
Yep.
You know, as a bug, inspired by my cool shirt.
Nick's wearing a shirt that says "Eat my
Eat
dust."
my
My cool
dust.
Kmart shirt that lets everyone know that I'm the head of the race. It's you were such a fucking moron, dude. Adam just tried to scratch his head with a cup of coffee in his hand and poured coffee all over his head in the house.
You fucking idiot.
Got
That
it on
was
my beautiful
that was a
couch.
pretty dumb.
That's
pretty
my
dumb
dumb
move.
as
beautiful
shit.
fucking couch.
Pretty dumb move.
We got Big Amber in the mix.
Big fat Amber's on
Fat
the
Amber.
Hey, hey, hey.
Big fat titty Amber in the mix.
We're doing a special sexual harassment episode.
Hey,
Were they
bitch.
sexually
Right.
harassed?
The
You
woman,
know what
yeah.
we're doing? We're teaching by example. So if you want to know what sexual harassment in the workplace looks like, we're doing it now. Don't do this. You know? It's like those videos you have.
Cautionary tale.
Right, when you get a job at a grocery store and it's a guy that looks a lot like me, just with better clothes on. And it's like, Rachel, you are a dumb woman. And they're like, don't say that. Do not say that.
This
ever.
one is putting a cucumber in her pussy.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
don't do it.
I'm sorry, Marcus, but we can't allow you to open the store because you're a black man. This is not appropriate. Boo, 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 boo. Workplace lessons.
Cumtown needs to start making diversity training videos.
Oh, shit.
Have you ever seen the Hooters sexual harassment
No.
workplace
What?
video?
Oh, I bet it's awesome.
It's great. It's like some bro that's like, I know everyone likes to have fun at Hooters, but you can definitely cross a line. And literally behind him is a sign that looks like a road sign that says boobs crossing. It's just like a
Hell
picture
yeah.
of titties.
Hell
or like
yeah,
a line
dude.
drawing of titties.
I love it.
I mean, I guess if any workplace needs sexual harassment training, it is probably Hooters.
Yeah, I knew a girl that worked at Hooters, and I went in there one time, and I like saw her. I was applying for a job to work in the kitchen. I didn't know she worked there.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like, "Hey," and then I was like leaving. I'm like, "All right, see ya." And she like gave me a hug, and then the next time I saw her, she was like, "Yeah, I got yelled at work for hugging you in front of the other customers."
You must look perpetually available to every customer.
Well, yeah, it's not a perpetually available thing. It's like what did you bring enough pussy for the rest of the class? It's
Yeah.
like kindergarten fucking snacks rules. If you don't have enough for also fuck that rule.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to bring
What, am I
some.
supposed to bring 32 sticks of gum?
Yeah. Also, if you did, they wouldn't let you do it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Ooh, take that, school.
Yeah.
Let's go fuck up a principal.
Let's shoot up an elementary school. Let's get an AR-15 with a
somewhere
bump stock.
nearby, not in the same state, but a state close. I don't
Mhm.
know, like
Connecticut.
Yeah. Candy Hook. How about that?
That's
You
good.
know, that's what they
Whoa.
should rename it in honor of the children. How about a guy that goes into a school and molests all the kids, and it's called Candy Hook.
There we go.
You know, he
Oh,
molests
God.
Because he
25
lures
kids.
them with candy.
Yeah, it can, or it's a retarded guy that shoots up a school. And they
That's
call
good.
it
Either one of
Candy
those. See, what's good about that name is it has range.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
molestation or
Hook.
retarded.
I don't really know where Candy Hook fits, but it's definitely funny. It's a punchline
It's
without
a
a
choose your
setup.
own punchline type of joke. Choose your own setup.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's good. We should start writing those books.
Right. They call that an evergreen bit in the
Yeah.
business. You know, a
Oh, yeah.
refillable bits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I need 20 refillable bits for my packet on the Candy Hook TV show.
Yep.
So, speaking of raping children and
adults.
entertainment,
Yeah.
the television business, Kevin Spacey, tip of the iceberg, and
Oh,
emphasis on berg and iceberg. I'm not going to say why, but, you know, I have a feeling.
Why? Why, Nick?
Let's just say
Nick, can you
cut
you
tip
expand on
of
that?
the iceberg. the
circumcised
circumcised tip
Yeah.
of the iceberg.
What a coincidence.
Yeah. We're going to find out that, you know, a couple of fellas have been up to no good in the entertainment industry. No, it is really funny because Hollywood is just like a sick, depraved place filled with like, molesters and predators or whatever.
Yeah, who have been protected.
And they were like rolling in it when the Catholic Church thing happened. And
they made movies.
Also with the Access Hollywood thing, like they're like, oh, I can't believe Donald Trump said that. And it's like, really? You can't?
Well, the number of people that are coming out now being like, I always knew. And it's like, you're just saying you turned a blind eye.
You're right, exactly.
Right. That's not good.
But you're just like, oh,
Tarantino
I
said
did
that
nothing.
about Harvey Weinstein, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it sits
And then he
somewhere in
said
the
the
middle
N-word.
where you can't fault people
Thank you.
for if they feel like they're powerless in the system. Yeah, they are complicit, but they're complicit because like.
But some of them aren't powerless.
Yeah, some of them aren't. I guess. I don't know. It's
Yeah, they could have said something. Tarantino could have said something.
sure.
He was in a position to say something.
Yeah.
Although I think didn't he say, yeah, I knew it was gross, but I didn't know that he was like a violent predator or something.
Well, everyone can assume that, but it's like, look at that guy, man.
Well, the
yeah, but
James,
look at Tarantino.
Yeah,
the
that's true,
James
that's
the James
Yeah, he had
Toback
his mouth
thing.
full of feet.
A lot of people got mad at Alec Baldwin because he said he didn't know that Toback was like fucking like
Was it 300 women now?
300.
I've literally
Jeez.
never
No,
heard
he
of
said-
James
he
Toback
said, he said
until
he's
this
had
incident.
sex with 300 women. I don't think 300 women have accused him.
300 women have
He's
accused
just putting
him.
up his numbers.
300 women have accused him?
Yes,
Oh,
over
okay.
300 women. I think it's
Who's-
like 350
who's
women.
Shit.
A pimp?
He's somebody.
Some pimp, dude.
Yeah. Somebody's agent. I think maybe he might be like fucking Alec Baldwin's agent, but like somebody found like some old article where Alec Baldwin was like, James is one of those guys that thinks like if I approach 1,000 women and only 10% say yes, that's
Yeah.
like 100 women. So if
Yeah.
I want to sleep with 1,000 women, I have to approach 10,000 of them.
Mm.
And then people
That's
are
the
like,
Malcolm
"Oh, that's
Gladwell thing.
damning," and it's like, no, I mean he's just talking about approaching women. Like that's
Yeah,
not.
That's just Boomhauer system from
The
Yeah,
Boom
right.
Hours
Yeah,
is yeah.
Like nobody would have had a problem with that
It's
statement
just
10 years
casting a
ago.
wide net.
Which is why Alec Baldwin said it to a fucking newspaper.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's really more
Wait, would
the
pe-
assaults that
It's
are.
the assaults, but that's
Yeah.
not him admitting that like he knew. It's not like Alec Baldwin said, yeah, James said if he wants to sleep with 100 women, he's got to rape 1,000 of them. And then 100 of them will be consensual after the fact.
Yeah, that would be a bad soundbite.
Yeah.
Baldwin does have some bad sound bites, calling his
Yeah.
daughter a fat pig.
But the best move Baldwin ever did was when he was like calling that stewardess a cunt and locking himself in the bathroom so he could play Words with Friends.
I didn't hear
that's
about
how
that.
man,
Yeah.
That's how much the man loves to game.
Baldwin came out this week.
Yeah, he said I'm sexist.
He tried to preempt the story, get ahead of the story, and say, I have said things to women that were in
Like
a
my
sexist...
daughter?
We've heard
Yeah.
you, motherfucker.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
called your daughter
Yeah,
a
we
fat little
know.
piggy.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I got into an argument with somebody last night. I was like, oh, yeah, Hollywood's like filled with pedophiles. And they're like, I don't know if it's filled with pedophiles. And
There's
it's
a
like,
higher ratio of pedophiles in Hollywood than there are in, say, the office supplies industry.
Right.
You know, because
exactly.
they kept the pedophiles out of the traditional industries.
Right.
So they had
That's
to
where
go
you
into
send
new
your-
media,
That's
like
where you
Hollywood.
send your problematic Jewish son. You just send him to do an internship at Miramax.
Send him to the William Morris Agency.
well, no, and then it's funny. Like, literally, as we're saying that, we're trying to find a movie to watch, and like Jeepers Creepers was like on the on like the queue for Amazon or whatever, and Jeepers Creepers was directed by Victor Silva, who was arrested in 1988 for fucking a 12-year-old boy and then videotaping it.
Christ.
And then
And then
Well,
he
was
got
it for-
out and
was
then
it for a
got out of
movie?
prison, and then Hollywood was like, okay, we'll let you direct a video first, and then if
Yeah.
that does well, and then he directed Powder, and then Jeepers
That's his
Creepers.
re-entry program.
Yeah, and then every time a Jeepers Creepers movie comes out, people are like, yeah, this guy rapes children, and like the Hollywood just continues to make movies with him.
See, that's what I was saying last week on the podcast. We need to find a way to
Yeah. These are your people, Adam.
integrate
These
them
are
back
the-
into society.
These are the people you feel bad for.
Well, no, it's like there's going to be a 100-year plan. So what's going to happen
Oh,
now
okay.
is there's going to be all this outrage over this stuff. Someone's going to say we need to set up camps to deal with this problem of pedophiles. They're going to
Yeah.
start gassing
Re-education
pedophiles.
camps.
The United States will be invaded. Pedophiles will get their own country where they
In the Middle East.
where they kill
kick out
kill
It's about
people that fuck
keeping
adults.
our children safe.
Yeah. And then if you ever criticize the pedophile country,
That's
you'll be
right.
labeled as an anti-pedophile.
A red-
And you
a
can't use
racist,
SodaStream either.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's
Yeah, they'll all the candy companies will be in the West Bank. The West Pedophile Bank. It's a different part of the
bank. Interesting.
yeah. It's actually
connect the dots.
the country will be in the North Pole.
Oh fuck, that's Santa, dude.
Yeah.
Santa's the biggest child molester of them all.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking secluded ass place in the North Pole.
Yeah, and then that's how we reintroduce pedophiles back into society is
That's good.
through identity politics.
That's a good plan.
I like that idea.
yeah.
Well,
it sounds
look,
smart.
Slippery slope. You start letting gay marriage happen. You know what's next?
Slippery Slope is actually the most notorious pedophile in Chinese cinema. He's a guy that goes around molesting
I like
Chinese
when you
kids.
bust out the anachronistic racism.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
old school. Yeah.
That takes my brain a second to remember.
Yeah. A slippery slope argument
You
is
gotta think back to John Wayne movies. And shit.
a slippery slope argument is when you're tricked by an Asian person into believing something.
A flim flam, man.
Yeah, dude, and it's like that guy. Apparently, that guy. You know how like every like Nickelodeon show, it's like iCarly
fat
and all.
guy?
There's just some fat
Dan
guy
Schneider.
that just fucks all that.
That, I feel like that is definitely a guy where you have to say allegedly.
Allegedly.
Because it's like rumors.
yeah,
and
yeah.
then nobody's like directly accused him, and he's like has so much fucking money and
Yeah,
power
yeah, yeah.
in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah.
is what
Wait,
I
he was
said.
on all that, right? He was the fat guy, or
He was the
in
fat
good.
girl. He was
He was Lori Beth
Lori
Thunberg.
Lori Beth Thunberg allegedly has
assaulting
been
children.
raping children.
No, he was in Good Burger.
She was
Is he the-
actually 45 on all that and was just raping Amanda Bynes the whole time, and that's why she was like that.
Yo, yeah, that's what's sad about all these like. That's why
Child
all child
actors,
actors. It's
yeah.
like they all do drugs and they're all like crazy and shit. It's like some definitely not. They're like
because they
Well,
were
there's
all.
like still like barely any labor protections for children on set. It's like
really.
it's genuinely shocking.
Yeah,
when
you're
you-
so
when you
fucked
hear
as a
about it. Yeah.
as a like child actor. It's like your parents aren't looking out for you.
Well, you
They're
know,
just
your
as fucking
parents
hungry.
took you to go get.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
like,
mean,
get in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
but
whatever he says.
If you
We're
try to
late.
make your child an actor, you're a bad parent. I mean, there's
Yeah.
I
nobody.
agree.
There's nobody that does that. That's like they rarely come from like households that are stable. It's like a drug addict
Yeah.
fucking
Mhm.
mom that just wants.
He just has a
you know,
cute ass kid.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
also just literally child labor.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm sure I've told the story about my mom taking me to the audition to be in Bruce Willis's The Kid.
What?
yeah, yeah.
I don't think you have.
Oh yeah, Venetia hooked it up, but they didn't like it. They didn't like me. And then I think like some like child actor family fat kid got the role. Like if there's a fat Fanning, maybe it was him.
There's a
Like
fat
Dakota
farm
Fanning's.
where they farm out their fat kids.
I wanted to be a fucking child actor, dude, but my parents were
You
too.
could still
My
be a child
parents-
actor. You could be 4 years old.
I'm smooth as hell. I could play babies.
It'd be funny if you got molested by Victor Silva or James Toback or Kevin Spacey.
That would have been chill if I was in movies.
Do you
I'd-
think,
I'd
in
do the
terms
trick.
of like,
Sandwich.
in terms of strategy, do you think Kevin Spacey saying that he was gonna become gay? Do you think that's kind of a losing?
That's hilarious.
That's a
dude.
losing strategy. But what if he said he was gonna transition?
Yeah. Well, like Billy on the Street tweeted, he's like, if I ever get caught of a crime, I'm gonna come out as straight, and everyone's like, brilliant tweet, and it's like, that doesn't really make any sense.
No.
You just said the inverse of what Kevin Spacey did. Also, people would hate you more.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
not
yeah.
understand why he said he was gay?
Yeah, yeah.
It's because he thought it would be a defense of raping a child, and it kind of was to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Some people are like, well, the
An
man has
alarming
a
amount of
problem.
people. Yeah.
Like the way like people are like I have to go into sex rehab addiction.
Yeah.
It's like I have to go into gay
How about
conversion
this?
therapy.
How about this? You literally just made a joke about child rape, and nobody cares. I wonder why.
Right.
Yeah. Because I'm gay.
Yeah, because you're gay.
Like
No,
gay.
not you.
No,
I
I
mean-
know. Yeah.
Well, like
I meant
Billy
Billy on the feet.
Caitlin,
That's his new show where he looks at kids' feet.
He licks them.
Uh,
he paints the.
he walks
toenails.
on the balls of his feet.
Yeah. What were
Well,
you
have
saying?
you ever gotten a massage where a little kid steps on your back?
No.
No. What are you talking about?
My dad used to.
A
do
little
that.
kid?
Yeah, as a little kid, you walk on your parents' back.
Oh no, that's a Greek thing, probably.
No.
That's like a Greece.
No, it's
kinda-
not.
That's like a platonic.
Yeah,
kinda
you walk on his
Socrates.
back, and if your feet are cute and soft enough, then you You lay down naked on his back, and then you just kind of go from there.
Wait, what were you saying, Adam?
Oh, that Caitlyn Jenner literally got away with killing someone by just
by
saying
being trans.
by saying that she was trans. So if he was brave enough, I think he would have just transitioned.
Yeah, get those garden shears out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He really went halfway, I think, there. He could have gone a whole nother 50 yards.
It's a shame, dude. They're canceling House of Cards.
Well, as all these people get caught, it's good that we spent the last 3 years turning every crime or fucking malfeasance into what kind of person is this? They all do it,
Yeah.
arguments.
Sure.
Because guess who that's going to serve? Our good friends with the frog avatars. The loyal listeners.
Oh, yeah.
Who have stuck with us through every controversy. Except the one where they got me permanently banned from Twitter.
Yeah, that's true. You got banned for a woke tweet, right?
I did, yeah. Initially.
That should have told you should have known, dude.
I should have known what?
To not be woke, dude. To stay
Oh
problematic.
yeah, that's right. I learned my lesson.
I got reported last week for a sarcastic woke tweet.
What was it?
I took a picture of the trash train and I was like, "Oh, look, it's a train for white men."
That got you reported?
Yeah, and some alt-right or
Are
some
you
right-wing
fucking
people
kidding me?
reported me. I was making
Jesus
fun
Christ.
of
But still, that's
I was
crazy.
making fun of people that.
That's fucking crazy that you could get reported for that.
Yeah, I mean it's those kind of jokes.
What a bunch of pussies, dude.
It's not that funny.
First of all, every train is a train for white men. You know
Yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
true.
Get black people out of the autism community. That's what I say.
Why is their logo for autism a puzzle?
Because
Are they good at
'cause it's-
puzzles?
Yes, they love Legos.
Yeah,
because
because you have to solve the problem of autistic. Yeah. So because of the Kevin Spacey thing, I was looking at Pizzagate stuff again, which is like. Also, Podesta tweeted on Kevin Spacey Day, "There's no Pizzagate," which is like
incredible.
Was that the first
Did
time
he
you
use
said
the
that
actual
publicly?
phrase Pizzagate?
Well, he linked to a video of Alex Jones apologizing for saying Pizzagate was a thing.
Oh, congrats, Podesta!
Yeah.
It's like you won.
Yeah. But there was one thing I didn't notice. Did you see the thing about there's a place, not Comet Ping Pong, but Besta Pizza?
No.
Which is like another pizza place they accused of raping children.
Whoa.
But their logo is a pizza slice, but in the pizza slice is the NAMBLA logo.
Shut up.
It's like, it's like just the fucking NAMBLA logo.
What's the NAMBLA logo?
And like the defense on like the
How do you know what the NAMBLA logo is?
Because it was on an article saying Besta Pizza NAMBLA logo, and it's
Are you like a pedophilia hotep
yeah, if you
now?
read an article about Pizzagate explainer, you are then also a pedophile.
I said you're a hotep.
I interned at
I'm a pedophilia
at NAMBLA.
hotep.
well,
Beethoven was a pedophile.
Besta
Really?
Pizza
George
quietly
Washington was a
changed their
pedophile?
logo overnight.
Whoa.
After people noticed
Holy
it.
shit, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That rules.
But I mean, it's like there's no way to explain it. That doesn't look like a piece of pizza. It looks like you put the NAMBLA logo on.
I
a
thought
piece of
NAMBLA
pizza.
logo were just the letters.
No,
What
it's
is
like a
the-
triangle that wraps around in on itself.
Oh yeah. Whoa. That's
yeah.
fucking sinister.
Yeah, but then look up
yeah,
Besta.
that looks evil.
Look up the Besta Pizza logo.
Look it up, bitch.
And then the defense in the article I read, it was like, but lots of companies have triangles as their logo. And then they show the AOL logo, and it's like, yeah, that's a completely different. The complaint wasn't, this looks like a triangle.
What is it? Best of?
Besta. Besta Pizza.
Oh.
I mean, allegedly, they definitely also fuck kids.
Oh, yeah, probably.
For 100%.
Yeah, I mean, it's
allegedly.
like,
Oh,
after
damn,
the
yeah.
Catholic Church thing, it's like, why would you say that it's ridiculous that
Yeah, it's the
a
same-
powerful group of
It's the
people...
same shit.
It's the same thing.
That's crazy.
It's like...
I mean, but then again, like the Catholic Church, nothing's gonna like no one's gonna. A couple people will go down, but the institution is gonna
Of
remain.
course not, yeah.
And the abuse is gonna remain.
Yeah,
So it's like,
and then there was that British Parliament thing. To think that there's
happened?
not, there was like in the 80s, like in British
the
Parliament,
House
they
of Lords or
Why
they
something.
were
would
like
you
raping children.
Why
No,
do
that's
people
like-
want to fuck
it's-
kids?
It's not like there's been one Parliament pedophilia thing.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, I'm
it's been
sure
historically full of like abuse that's been
Dude,
covered up.
dude,
like
this
their
many-
their Parliament is our Hollywood.
Yeah.
Do this many people want to fuck kids, or is it like when you get that rich, you just like want to do the most fucked up shit. Like
Well,
I don't
no,
get
British,
it. Why wouldn't
like,
you just fuck like
British public schools, like Eton and like all their top schools have like a huge issue with pedophilia, and then like also like a bunch of like what's his name? What was the dude
David
that
Beckham?
died? That was a
Princess
atheist guy, the writer Christopher Hitchens. Yeah,
Hitchens
he was,
fucked kids?
no, he was like he used
yeah,
to get like
Hitchens was like abused.
he was
I mean,
abused.
it's just like
Whoa.
accepted that if you go to one of these elite schools,
Someone's gonna
you're
suck
gonna
your
get
dick.
sexually abused.
Yeah, have you
And,
seen
like,
that play? The
what?
history.
And these
Have
are
you
the
seen
people
that
that go
play?
into parliament.
What the fuck?
Have you seen that play, The History Boys?
No.
Like their favorite teacher, like raped some of them.
Jesus
But it's not even like
Christ.
he's a bad guy because he does that. They're like, oh, he's just weird.
Yeah, and
But he
in
loves
Dead
his
Poets
boys.
Society, they had to cut out the part where Robin Williams was raping all those kids, and that's why the kid shoots himself.
That's why
at the
they
end
call
of
him the captain.
at the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then Chris Hitchens was also like all these like Tories in Parliament. He was like, yo, we were all sucking each other off like when we were 15. now you're like
Hell yeah.
anti-gay.
Damn,
Yeah.
nice. That sounds like a fun time, dude. 15.
That's what the top tier of British
they
education.
all suck each other off.
Yeah.
So maybe like
They're all batty boys.
so Skull and Bones guys probably fucked each other and shit too, huh? Didn't they all
I
have
don't
to
know
like
if that's
beat
a
off?
tradition we brought over. We might have left that in the mother country.
Nah, don't-
Yale
In Yale, don't you have
does
to like sit
gay
in a
stuff.
coffin and beat off or something?
Yeah, that's what he made that joke in American Psycho. He's like, yeah, he's part of the whole Yale thing, like, secretly homosexual, and I forgot.
Yeah,
what the line
but
is.
who cares? Yale is an adult school.
Right, right, right.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
university. Like,
It's just
we're
gay. It's
talking
not
about
pedophile.
like
The complaint isn't
12-year-olds getting like
Yeah, yeah,
plowed
yeah.
by like
Jesus
18-year-olds or
Christ.
actual
Yeah.
teachers.
The complaint isn't that these people in Hollywood are gay; it's that they're
That
Jewish.
they're abusing kids.
That they're part of a Jewish conspiracy to rape Gentile children.
Yeah, you said Stav and I that meme from a Pepe cat. It was like just Jewish stars next to like all the pedophiles.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Is Kevin Spacey? He's not Jewish though.
Yeah,
no.
he is.
No, he's not.
Yep.
Sure, yeah, he is.
no way.
I'm
Birth
gonna-
name
Bye.
Moisha Spatiowitz.
Yeah.
But it's dude, I saw a fucked up documentary on Netflix about the Chassids. It was this documentary called One of Us.
Mhm.
It's about like people trying to leave like the Satmars in South Williamsburg, like people trying to leave the community.
Yeah.
And there's this woman, she had like 7 kids, and they would like ram her with cars and stuff, and then like the
Jesus.
community puts together all their money to like fight the divorce case in court with like the
What?
top attorneys for the dad. They just like ruin people's lives.
Damn.
And then there was one of the kids.
Yeah, but Jewish people love getting sued and suing
Yeah,
each
yeah,
other
yeah.
and going to
That's
court.
kind
Not
of like
those
that's kind of like a
people. Those
mating
aren't-
ritual
yeah,
for
right.
them.
No, those aren't the
for a
sue
Jewish
guys.
woman to lose everything in a courtroom. That's like getting fingered. For her.
No, those aren't the sue
I love,
guys.
That's the best
There's
feeling she could experience.
An article in the New York Times about like former Chassids and like they had to like try and figure out dating.
They have
but
no
they
education.
Have no,
Yeah.
like they don't know when to like hold hands. Like they don't know like would this be assault? Like they
Yeah.
don't know any
Yeah.
kind of level of like.
They go straight to sucking the foreskin, like right after making out. That's second base for them.
Yeah.
No, but this kid, he like leaves. Well, the problem is you leave when you're like 18, 19. You don't know how to do math. Like they don't teach you.
Jesus
All you
Christ.
do is like study Torah your whole life. So you have like, you don't really know English that well.
Damn.
And then this kid like came out, like he like got addicted to cocaine like weeks after getting
Hell
his payas
yeah.
cut off. And his dad paid for him to go to this rehab in Florida. And then like they interviewed him when he was in Florida. He was like, yeah, like I was raped multiple times by my camp counselors, like when I was a
Jesus.
kid. And like the whole community, they just don't talk to cops. They don't talk to the authorities.
Yeah, I mean it's a
It's
child
insular
molester's dream.
community.
Yeah, it's a good
like
yeah.
like that's why the Catholic Church gets away with it. That's why fucking Parliament gets away with
Yeah.
it. Like insularity breeds abuse, and it's what like abusers gravitate towards
Right,
because they're
right,
like,
right,
no
right,
one's gonna
right.
tell on me.
Right.
I hope
But
that.
Kevin Spacey isn't Jewish. His dad was a Nazi. Remember?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
But his mom was Jewish, and that's how it passes.
Yes.
His mom's name was Spacewitz.
That's halakhic law, right?
yeah.
Fuck yeah. So that's fucked up, man. But yeah, it's gonna be funny when like a bunch of people Like, will we get movies, or will there be like such a? Will everyone involved just?
No, I mean
collapse?
we're finally going to have the Hollywood that everyone wants. It's going to be controlled by black girl magic, and every movie is going to be the best movie we've ever seen.
It's honestly going to be
'Cause it's-
controlled by lesbians, like Jill Soloway.
Like you?
No,
Like
the
you?
woman Megan Ellison.
You, comma you, comma and you.
A friend of mine who's like
The friend is you, and she's
No.
a lesbian.
whatever.
You just have no recovery. That's your
The
problem.
lesbian-
You cannot recover from anything.
We've been through this. The lesbian community is
you.
is very hit or miss on me. They either absolutely love me or
Or they
absolutely
are
hate
you.
me. Do lesbians hate you, Nick? Right?
I don't know.
Do
I don't
lesbians
interact
lesbians like you a lot? Right?
I guess. I mean, I don't
I don't spend a
like
lot
to
of time
generalize that way. Adam.
Generalizing, the lesbian community.
I see them
No,
all
I
as
mean-
individual human beings, so I have good
No.
relationships with them. Sure, with
Well,
the
You're
lesbians
friends
in
with
my
some
life.
lesbian comics, but that's because they're comics first.
Am I? Which lesbian comics am I friends?
Tig
with?
Notaro.
Who was that woman?
Margaret Cho.
Someone we met at a party.
Margaret Cho, yeah.
I don't think I can't think of a single lesbian comic that I'm friends with.
What if like you knew like 10 lesbian comics and you're just so autistic that you just didn't pick up on it? Like I just thought she had a flat top.
Yeah, but there's not really. What's her name? Fucking blonde hair, short, pixie
Emma?
cut. Emma. Yeah.
Emma's cool.
Emma.
Well, I'm friendly with Emma, but I would say I've seen her at shows.
Yeah, I'm
but
not
we've
really-
we've
Well,
never
yeah, but there's
interacted
no
up-
like immediate hostile reaction to you by lesbians like there is for Adam.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
lesbians really don't like me when they
Because you're
meet me.
competition.
Yeah, they see me as like sort of a
'Cause you're-
transition
yes.
kind of cock.
If their bi girlfriend is thinking about getting back into dick, you're the
Yeah.
training bra. You're
yeah,
the training
exactly,
dick.
exactly.
It's also like if they didn't like me, they probably wouldn't say anything. There's just like stupid idea that like people in like people will bite their tongue and be friendly around people they don't like in comedy because it's easier to just go into a secret
And then
Facebook
talk
group
shit,
now and say like, oh, I wish I could say these things, and it's like, yeah, you absolutely can. I
I
have
don't
no
think it's a
ability to do
comedy
anything
thing,
to
though.
your.
I think that's an everywhere thing. People.
Yeah,
don't
it
wanna,
is.
Like,
It
shit
is an
they-
everywhere thing, but it's like they're like, well, I gotta look out for my career as if I can fucking do anything. I can't even look out for my own career. I think I can fucking ruin yours.
Yeah, you can't stop
Damn.
Twitter from.
Right. It's also like I'm not gonna like how dare you disagree with me?
You will never work in this town
Right.
again.
I don't know. That's a part of comedy that I think is like kind of ruined now because it used to be you would be
Mhm.
confronted with people that felt differently all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you could
that's
argue
fun.
with them
And
and
they'd
not have
still
to
be
worry about it
friends,
because
yeah,
we're
yeah.
not at work. You know,
Right.
we're doing like the thing that we like
We're
to
doing
do.
a dumb thing.
And then all these untalented people got into it where they're like, this is the work. I consider this the workplace because I don't have a real job.
Right.
I go to open mics. That's like me clocking in, and then I go up and I say, I'm adorkable. And I put in the work so in 2 years I can be on an MTV show.
Damn, I want to be on an MTV show.
Yeah.
Reboot Girl Code and put me on that shit, dude.
Is that over?
How about
think
Fat
so.
Code?
Fat Code? I'd
That
love
would be
Fat
good.
Code.
Mhm.
How about why don't we pitch Fat Code
Let's pitch Fat Code.
to True TV?
Hell yeah, dude.
Bitch code.
You're in there.
Yeah, True would make it. True makes everything. I
Let's get
think.
Fat Code going, dude.
Yeah.
It's just me talking about kind of sandwiches I like.
Hey, what up? You watching Indian Code?
Speaking of sandwiches, and
real.
what kind of pastry was that, Amber?
There's a chocolate croissant.
Damn, I love a fucking chocolate croissant,
And a
dude.
pork belly
Oh,
sandwich with sriracha.
Stop!
mayo.
You're like a crackhead that talks about how delicious the crack was the
love-
other day. that you
I
had.
love food more than I
To be
love
fair,
anything
I
in
feel
the
like-
world.
I feel like Stav is here a lot of times when I've
When you
treating
indulge,
myself.
yes.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I would love a chocolate croissant.
I'm more of an almond croissant guy.
Almond croissant's good.
I like them better, but
Almond
they can be
croissants.
dry.
I got into those
No, you're
recently.
not
Crazy.
The filling of an almond croissant is butter and sugar and
Almond paste.
Croissant
paste,
is
yeah.
mainly butter.
but they
Get
can
the
be They
chocolate.
can be dry.
You gotta get chocolate.
No, you don't.
I like 'em both.
Yes, dude.
They make them both at that
Yes,
at
you
that
have
French
to.
John where it's like mixed almond paste and like
I'm
bits of
interested in
chocolate.
that. That sounds
Yeah.
great.
It's real good.
Fuck, dude. I'm almost back under 250 for the first time since I went to New Orleans in May.
You look great.
New Orleans set me down a fucking thank you, Amber. New Orleans set me down a fucking dark ass path, and now I'm
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
because you took a
clawing.
blender on vacation.
I took a blender. I did good my first 2 days there, and then the third day I did acid, and I just ate like 12 po' boys. Dude.
You ate on acid?
Oh yeah, coming down,
Oh, coming
Right.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
coming down because I hadn't eaten anything all fucking day,
I've
and then I hit the fucking vape pen, and then your boy ate so many po' boys.
That's genuinely the biggest threat for me with weed is that like I am actually insatiable. Like I don't
Yeah,
have
dude.
it. I don't have.
you get the munchies.
Oh, so
I
bad.
never get the
I don't
munchies.
have an addictive personality, but I understand addiction when I'm high and like want some cinnamon toast crunch.
Oh
Like,
man,
like,
I could eat a fucking family pack of Cocoa Puffs. Cereal, dude, when
like
you're
I
fucking
get not
stoned,
being able to think about anything else.
it rules. It's when I'm only happy. That's the only time in my life I'm happy is when I'm eating, and then when I feel like shit afterwards, just on my couch, like watching a fucking basketball game. That's the best feeling of my life. I wish I could just do that always, but I can't. I have to live a normal life.
Yeah.
God, I mean that's probably what being drunk was like, right?
No, not really.
Wasn't that
What
when you
was
were
being
happy?
drunk like for you?
I mean, I just enjoyed being drunk. It's
Yeah,
like-
you felt happy,
Did
right?
you feel bad the next day?
Oh, always. But then you
Always.
just start drinking again immediately.
Right. Right.
You're like, well, no, I don't give a shit anymore.
Fuck, man.
Didn't
Yeah.
you tell me once you like wrecked someone's shower while drunk and didn't remember it?
Their shower?
Yeah,
I wrecked
yeah.
someone's
No, like,
bathtub.
yeah,
I
what-
did.
Oh wait, no, that was you.
It was me, yeah. It was in high school. I got drunk as shit. I drank a whole like eighth. What is that? What they're called?
Yeah, an eighth of
A
alcohol.
handle.
Yeah.
What's a
Yeah,
handle?
definitely.
An
You
eighth
sound like
is
a
some-
real drinker.
No,
do you boys
a
want to get a
fifth.
dime
fifth, a
bag
fifth,
of beer?
bitch.
A fifth. I don't drink as much anymore. But when I was in high school, you know, you're like trying to show off
You
and
just
show
drink
that you're
vodka?
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Just
just would drink a
cups.
whole
Yeah.
fifth because I was also fat. So it's like,
Disgusting.
and also like,
I
you
used
know,
to drink so much vodka when I was a teenager.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what you drink when you're a teenager.
I-
I can't drink it anymore.
I
I
drink
drink a
Captain-
handle of
Like
Tito's to
vodka.
drink fucking Tito's right out of the goddamn bottle.
Disgusting.
Captain Morgan was my shit in high school.
I like a Cape Cod. I like to drink like an Episcopalian minister's wife, but really it's just vodka cranberry. That's the only.
Ooh.
Vodka
Yeah,
I like.
I settled on fucking Bullet on the Rocks, and that was like
Ah.
that was always the
Bourbon.
best drink. Yeah,
It's too
But
sweet
after-
for
I
I'm
me.
a tequila
know,
boy
it's-
now.
It's
The-
good.
you guys, the Bullet is not sweet.
I'm a tequila
there's
soda.
also,
Bourbon,
like,
like
no
Southern
point-
Comfort.
There's also like no point in drinking Bullet all night. Like you have 2 of it, and then after that, you might as well start drinking shitty stuff.
No, you can drink that shit all night. You can.
but like
you're
you're not
already
gonna
fucked on,
appreciate
Ape.
it.
Yeah, I guess not.
You're
But
not gonna taste
I recently
it.
I'm
got
like a
in-
baby, and all alcohol tastes bad to me. This
I
Bullet's
like
good.
scotch.
It's like a good nice rum is
That's
good.
true.
A good
I feel
rum
like a
is good.
spiced
A
rum.
good tequila is good.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
I like scotch.
I'm a tequila soda boy now. I'm like a SoCal wine.
Scotch I never got into because it always tasted like
Like, they
smoky.
took bourbon
I
and
like
they
that shit,
poured
actually.
Peaty.
swamp
Yeah.
water in
I
it.
like
no,
peaty scotch.
It tastes
so
like
good.
it tastes like
Whiskey,
the
and they ruined it.
adhesive on boxing tape.
No.
I like
That's what Scotch
Lefroy.
smells
That's the
like.
Only Scotch I
Lefroy
like.
is really good.
Yeah.
I have a single malt Lefroy 12-year that I
Oh.
forgot about, and I found.
it's
and I
Lafag
drank
when Adam
Lafag,
drinks
yeah.
it.
And I drank during Game 7 when the Dodgers were getting their shit pushed in. But it
Adam
was
was
Whoa,
also,
homophobic.
Adam was also getting his shit pushed
Homophobic.
in.
I
But
was
a
by
lot
a
of it's
lesbian
very
woman.
bad.
He
A lot
shits out of his
Scotch just
vagina.
tastes like swamp water.
yeah, bad like blended Scotch doesn't taste good, but like the good Scotch tastes like the best alcohol.
That might be the only thing where I'm like, no, you gotta get
Fuck.
the good stuff.
What you have for
bourbon. Like
lunch?
for
I
a
like
while
bourbon.
was like too popular, right? They were like
That's
running.
only
They're like
that's a thing
bourbon
that
bars.
you
I worked
think
at a
of.
bourbon bar.
No, no,
You're
no.
like, oh, I can't drink this. It's too. Blake
No,
overheard.
no, no. I wasn't.
Blake overheard some girl one time.
No,
at
you
a
just
co-
cut me
a
off. No,
coffee
they-
shop in Austin. She goes, "Yeah, I can't eat sriracha anymore because it's too mainstream."
No, but like
That's
it was
you.
because like a
No.
lot of people started making it, and most of it was bad.
What sriracha?
No, no.
No,
Bourbon.
because bourbon.
bourbon.
No,
like
I-
it got
you mean
popular.
like
so a
bourbon
lot of people
microbrews.
yeah.
I think there was actually a shortage of bourbon because it became too popular that they were like running out of bourbon because you need like
What?
That's
12
why-
years to make it.
That's
I don't
why
remember
Katz's.
that.
Or, like,
that's
8
why
years.
delicatessens don't really exist outside of like the one or two.
Yeah,
that-
there's
that
2
are-
left.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Carnegie closed down.
There's Second
it's-
Avenue and
It's
Cass.
because brisket is so fucking expensive
Yep.
because
Age it
of
for a
Texas
long time,
barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Texas like made made beef so
Yeah.
expensive, like shitty cuts of beef really expensive by making such good barbecue.
Really?
That everyone went nuts for it, and it like drove up beef prices.
Damn.
When
I
I
thought like the actual like to actually make brisket, it takes a really long time, right?
It takes a long time, but I mean, if you have like a steady supply of the brisket coming in, the preparation time doesn't affect like cost or availability.
Right.
It's like the beef prices go up, and then all the guys that work at Katz's are like union there's some like meat carving union.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
yeah, they all get paid like a shit
It's a
ton
good
of fucking
job.
money.
Damn, I want to
Yeah.
get that job.
But their
Fuck.
Katz's overhead is like half of what a normal restaurant.
Well,
They
that's
don't
the
make-
sandwiches are expensive as shit.
yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
make that much money too.
Yeah, they don't. Their like margin is like 15%, I think.
Yeah.
Damn.
We should go to Katz's sometime. I got Katz's for my party.
I know I
You
missed it
gotta
all.
go with like a lot of people though, because like you gotta split things because they're so big.
The best move is don't get the sandwiches pre-made because those are like $25. Just get the meat and then like a loaf of bread
Get
and
some
then the
rice.
fixins and just make your own shit.
I hope we don't find out that those kinds of Jews are also pedophiles. That would be disappointing.
That would ruin
Deli
it.
Jews?
Deli Jews.
They're the
It would-
only
they have
good
never
ones.
hurt
the
anyone.
deli or the pickle Jews. If we find out they're also raping children, I would be heartbroken.
Oh, the kosher dill Jews are definitely
yeah.
pedos.
The bank ones I don't
Yeah.
mind. The Holly ones I don't mind. But
yeah.
What other
don't
style?
please don't take sandwiches away from me.
yeah.
I guess like the ACLU kind.
Oh, right.
You know,
Nah,
And they probably rape children, but only on principle.
Yep.
You know,
Mhm.
because
it's part of the.
It's free
First
speech.
Amendment,
That's
right?
solidarity.
It's your right to do it. They don't want to do it.
I'm watching this anime child pornography because I believe it's free speech.
Oh, fuck, dude. Fuck, what should I get for lunch? Now I'm hungry. I had a very healthy breakfast, but, you know, I don't know, man. Maybe a little meat, maybe a little KBBQ. Fuck.
I was looking up the Hollywood pedophile thing, and I found a forum, and I think it's a forum for schizophrenic people,
Jeez.
because this started off with being about pedophiles, and then it was a post, maybe black women are tired of the physical, verbal, and emotional abuse that comes with dating or marrying a black man.
Oh,
Not-
shit.
It's like a Hotep, it's like a Hotep anti-Semitic forum.
Oh,
Nice.
sick.
Yeah.
I found out the Hoteps really don't like Hindus either, and there's like a really good Hotep Instagram account where they make lots of memes about how Hindus don't have a scientific understanding of religion and spirituality, and they like it has something to do with like Newton's fourth law. It's all very scientific. It's all over my
Whoa,
head.
hell yeah. I love people that just don't know shit and pretend to know
But
it.
speak really authoritatively.
I wish I had the self-esteem to do that.
I learned about Hotep because of old Haywood in
Yeah.
DC. He used to post that stuff on Facebook.
That Facebook group.
Yeah.
That was like, you know, black empowerment or whatever, and then
Mm-hmm.
every third post was like, female genital mutilation is normal. It's something that we must defend.
Yeah, and it was also like, Isaac Newton was black.
Oh yeah.
And
I love that historical black stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Beethoven.
Egyptians were probably black as hell. Like
No.
the ancient
No, they
Egyptians.
No,
They,
they
weren't.
weren't.
They
They
were
weren't.
Egyptian.
They were, they were like Arabs.
Nah, dude. I feel like you look at their hair and shit and like little.
On what? On the fucking
Hieroglyphics.
What do you think
hieroglyphics?
happened?
I don't know.
No,
They
they
just
look.
lightened up.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
look like Greek people.
No.
They
Listen,
look
as much
like
as I love.
Egyptians.
They're
Like it's a
Mediterranean.
I
They
mean,
were
Northern
blacker.
Africa has been, mobile, but there's always been a pretty.
I feel like they
solid,
look like
consistent-
Ethiopian. That's my guess. You know?
Yeah, this is
That's
this
just-
is your
Yeah,
hotel.
Ethiopia
yeah,
is
yeah.
thousands of miles away.
Is it?
Yeah, and it's
How
in
far?
East
Do
Africa.
you know how big Africa is?
Yeah, I know it's big as hell, but you know that's just kind of the vibe I'm feeling right now. I'm trying out that thing about not knowing shit and saying it with
Yeah,
authority.
you're not selling it.
What
The thing is,
presidents?
a lot of those guys are like super hot vegans.
Oh shit!
So like,
Hoteps?
yeah, no. Well, a lot of the ones that get into like Rastafarianism are like soft revisionist Rastafarianism, which is like a weird religion anyway, but then they do like their own weird version of it. But a lot of them are like vegans and like health obsessed, and,
Really?
like gym rats. And if you go to this Rastafarian church around the corner here, sometimes they'll be like cooking.
Oh, on
like,
Gates?
Yeah, they'll be like cooking like vegan food, and I guess I don't know, to like recruit people with like hot shirtless.
Ooh.
It never works. It never works. They're
Really?
literally surrounded by like 5 like normal black churches.
Yeah,
so they
yeah,
just
yeah.
get scowled at by like church ladies.
Yeah.
There's so many churches in this neighborhood.
Yeah, it's a very church heavy neighborhood.
Not a lot of hats, though. You would think with all the
I
churches you'd
want
be
some
seeing.
purple
No.
hats.
I remember.
Crown
remember
Heights is more hat
did you ever go to
territory.
EJ's Landing when they had Nigerian hat festivals?
Oh no, this sounds incredible.
Yeah, they would have these like. I mean,
Although actually, once I was on a contest and there was a Nigerian wedding happening.
yeah, they
It
do that
ruled.
shit. Maybe I think I did the same contest,
Maybe.
because I remember that shit. It was upstairs.
No.
You ever walk around that hotel?
I never did.
It's
no.
like creepy.
Yeah, it's. I went to the pool area once. It was fucked up.
Yeah, it's like a creepy old haunted hotel.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had some Nigerian party upstairs, and like the hats were fucking
Unbelievable.
nuts.
Yeah.
What are they like?
Like just you know,
Like
like
huge
like
Very
church
floral
crowns,
arrangements
but
Like
yeah,
on the
like
hat.
Okay.
yeah, like a fucking like fruit basket and
Cool.
shit.
I dig on a loud hat.
Yeah. The clothing itself was pretty extravagant too, but the hats were so big that you didn't really have time to look at their breasts.
It's a way to. It's a way to distract pedophiles.
It's a form of
or-
modesty,
or-
really.
It's
Not
a-
pedophiles, but
it's a self-defense mechanism.
Yep. Kind of like camouflage.
Adam, don't touch my cable ties, please.
I'm not. I'm
But
just.
please put my zip ties back down.
I'm not doing it. I just was like.
Respect
Please
the
put my-
man's
please put
property.
I'm
my
not
zip
like.
ties down.
I'm
You
not
can't
zipping
not
it, dude.
touch
I'm just
something.
like. I'm just.
Why
Dude,
don't you
it's
spill
fucked up.
I'm
coffee
just
on it?
fidgeting. I'm fidget spinning it. Let me fidget.
Let
it.
the man bought those. Those are
It
expensive.
helps me pay attention to fidget. It helps. It keeps
Get a
me more
fidget
present.
cube.
No.
Fidget spinners had their run and now they're done, huh?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I saw a post. It was probably fake online.
You
which
might
was
call
like
them fadget spinners.
a
Nice.
fidget spinner, which
Oh,
was
nice.
it was like some like imam somewhere that was like the fidget spinner was invented by our Zionist enemies to convince our children to be homosexual.
Yeah, well, it was. And
Maybe.
it's worked.
Yeah. What if we find out every one of those conspiracies is true?
It's awesome.
They're
Even the
all-
fidget
Oh, what about
It's like
Osama's
the
shit?
men.
happened
It's like
with,
the Men
like,
in Black, dude.
Pizzagate and like David Icke talking about Parliament. They're
Yeah.
all like
Well, that's the thing. I mean, like, when Pizzagate
a touch
happened,
of truth.
when Pizzagate was happening, it was like funny because the wild conclusions they were drawing and all this shit. But then there was always things like that Best of Pizza logo, or like the owner saying that there was no basement at the pizza restaurant, and then like 2 years prior they found some quote of his where he's like, "Yeah, down in the basement," and then the
Right,
basement
right,
was
right.
like, it disappeared or something, or like it just wasn't. Like a reporter went and they're like, "Yeah, there's no basement," you know.
They filled the shit in with cement.
Yeah, there was just like weird shit.
Dude,
but then
something fucked up definitely happened. Like,
well, I don't know. A lot of it's just lies. A lot of it's like the alt-right guys lying, saying like, "Look at this like stuff that was on his Instagram," and it wasn't even on his Instagram.
Right.
Yeah.
But then, like, even that Podesta email, like, there's a handkerchief here with a map on it that seems pizza related. Is it yours? Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Pizza-related
Right,
map.
right.
And there's never been an answer for it. I mean, like,
It's just a map of Italy.
yeah, the like the Democrats like explained everything else that was like in those emails, and like that's the one thing that's caused all this is that pizza related map email.
Yeah, but you
and
don't
there's
want. I mean, like when there's an insane conspiracy theory about you, where you, I just don't.
you don't address
Right. I
it. I
wouldn't
don't
address
address it.
it.
I
Yeah,
agree
yeah.
with that. Obviously, Podesta is addressing it and actively.
Yeah, now too.
Actively instigating
Right.
this fucking Pizzagate thing, and he won't offer an explanation as to what the fuck that email means. You know,
Right.
and it's like to think that like they would just be openly discussing raping children. Obviously, isn't the answer. I'm sure there is an explanation for it. And it's just some dumb shit, but like, explain it. What the fuck does it mean?
Yeah.
Like, stop making it easy to just be like, well, there's something else going on here. And the fact that, like, you know, people were pointing at the flight logs of the Lolita Express, and also Jeffrey Epstein raped children. He was
Yeah.
like, he went to jail for for creating child prostitutes and then using his money to sort of get out of it.
Jesus Christ.
You know, I mean, he did a year, and then they bumped the charge down to like soliciting, and that was it.
What was he? He was a film producer?
No, I think he was just an investor or something.
Some just rich ass.
But he
dude
had all
planes.
these powerful friends.
Yeah, Clinton was on the plane, right?
Yeah, Clinton, Prince Andrew, Dershowitz,
Kevin
Trump
Spacey.
at one point, Kevin Spacey. Like there was like a lot of celebrities that were on that list.
Damn.
You think Trump's fucked a kid?
For sure, allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like a financier.
Yeah,
I'm
Like,
trying to get
that's-
sued, but yeah, for
that's
sure,
a
100%.
pedophile vocation if you're a financier.
Oh yeah, real estate guy.
Yeah. Or like that
I mean-
that wealthy inventor who chopped up that like journalist on his personal submarine. Like
Oh,
don't get on an
yeah.
inventor's submarine.
One-on-one.
Yeah,
wild.
no. If someone owns a submarine, they kill people.
At the very
can
least,
kill
Trump's
someone
done
on your
some
boat?
fucked up shit with
you
like
ever read 20,000
teen
Leagues Under
daughter.
the Sea?
Jules Verne?
I have no idea why that's considered a good book.
I think when I was
Because
a kid.
it's like
I've seen
early
a couple-
science
I've seen
fiction.
a
But
couple
there's barely anything
pictures.
happens. It's like page after page of descriptions of things that he just copied out of the encyclopedia.
yeah,
Really?
basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's all
Well,
just
there's
like,
no, like,
oh,
giant
and then-
squid or
Didn't really
something?
Yeah,
exist
and
yet,
then
so
we-
I think it's more about it being a formative text.
It's just him describing in detail like all the shit that lives at the bottom of the ocean.
What's the name of the captain?
Nemo?
Nemo, yeah.
Well, that's because it's that was their planet Earth, dude.
Yeah.
Imagine
Welcome
how shitty
aboard
the
my
world
ship,
is.
the Lolita Express. We go to the depths of the ocean and rape children.
That's the smart move, dude. Get a pedophile
wasn't
submarine.
that South Park? The plot of the Hair Club for Men? Doesn't he have a submarine?
I don't remember.
When
I
they're
don't remember.
the Hair Club for Men episode where they're with the Hair Club for Men is Nambla.
Uh-huh.
And there's like an international explorer, and they go around the world raping children to make themselves young.
Nice.
Remember that episode?
No.
I don't.
Oh, fuck.
I don't watch that much South Park. I like it.
This is a good show.
Yeah. What about Osama's fucking
Computer?
was
computer?
fun.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
That was a fun news story.
I mean, everyone's saying, oh, it was probably his men that were watching, you know, Charlie Bit My Finger or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah, yeah.
no.
Wait,
it
what
was all
happened?
him.
Osama had Charlie Bit My Finger on his computer.
Osama bin Laden?
Yeah, yeah,
That's just
yeah.
coming out now?
That
Yeah,
came out
yeah.
this week.
That's funny.
The
pretty
CIA
funny.
released like all the files that were on his computer, and one of them was Charlie Bit My Finger.
That's like the most haunting thing of
He
any
had
of that
anime on
is
there,
that
too.
like people are still human to some extent. Like,
Right,
Oh, yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You want to just imagine he's like
He's like
the
laughing.
machine at the end of the Matrix that's just a face made out of needles,
Yeah.
Right.
you know?
But he
Nah,
like Charlie
you
Bit
could
My
probably
Finger.
spend an hour just shooting the shit with very evil people,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't be like that weird.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
So there's a Twitter account that has been tweeting images found
From his
on the
computer, I saw
computer.
that.
Yeah.
Somebody said that.
Is that real,
I believe so.
or is it
yeah.
a joke?
Also,
Oh.
somebody said that they found like I don't know evidence that he would like go to YouTube and argue with people
in the
about
comments
like 9/11 being an inside job.
People in the YouTube comments are the evil people. Like we've
That's
always
so
known that.
funny. But it's so funny to think like Osama being like, no, it can't happen.
Yeah.
This shit is like he's the one most offended by, not like 9/11 survivors. Like it's
Yeah.
Osama that's like
he's like watching what's it called, loose spare
loose change. Yeah, loose change
change
was on the computer.
This is
I
a
mean,
bullshit.
that's got to be frustrating if you did 9/11.
He had Cars,
Hell yeah.
Resident Evil,
Tight.
and Ants.
Oh,
Oh,
not
yeah, he
Bugs
had that-
Life.
Yeah.
Adam, the Adam movie.
Yep.
Yeah, he
He
liked
didn't have
that
Bugs Life,
Zionist
but he had
cinema.
ants?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the most
Jewish
despicable thing about.
Yeah.
He had the
About
Zionist,
Osama bin
the
Laden.
Zionist bug movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. I was reading an article about the producer that produced the recent Jeepers Creepers movie, and they were like asking him why he chose to work with a man who is a convicted child rapist, you know?
Mhm.
Mhm.
And he's like, it's just a very difficult question to answer, and it's like at some point you have to ask yourself, do I believe in redemption?
Oh,
And it's
my
like,
God.
No, you want to make money.
Yeah.
Stop.
There
like,
is
stop it.
a million. There's
Okay. Yeah, donate your entire fucking salary to some sort of victims' rights group then. If this is about redemption and believing in fucking, people getting second chances.
Yeah, retire from public life. It's not like you would have to go live under a bridge.
Right, exactly. That's what your redemption is that there's a difference between being forgiven and being rewarded and people turning a fucking blind eye to...
There's no shortage of people that could do his fucking job either.
Right,
it's like those movies are
exactly.
good.
Right. I don't know. Yeah.
Why are they so like they're okay with pedophilia in Europe? They're like chill about it,
No,
right?
they're not. You're doing the
They are.
No, you're
No.
doing the I'm
Polanski-
going to speak really confidently about something that I don't understand thing.
I
right
mean,
now.
I think-
Stop. That's how you do it.
No, that was
Polanski went over after he
asked.
escaped and started fucking Natasha Kinski.
Because they don't
Who
have
was
extradition.
15. But
I
he
think-
was like straight up like, all right, my new
It's not
girlfriend's
because they're
15.
like, we must
I
protect
think you're-
pedophiles. It's because
They won't
there are a lot of
extradite you.
countries that are like, we will not, but on the basis of human rights, extradite anyone to the United States where there is a death penalty.
Yeah. I think that's a good.
But also, I think they are.
Personally, I just think Kevin Spacey should get the death penalty. I don't believe in the death penalty,
It's about redemption.
but only in the instance of Kevin Spacey.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How
they
funny it would be if they did execute Kevin Spacey.
They should keep House of Cards and just write that into the plot.
Well, that was
Frank
the other thing
fucks
too.
kids.
Is like House of Cards is ending anyways, and Netflix is like, "Oh yeah, we can't. There's no way we continue doing this show with, with this guy."
Did
It's
you
I don't think I
definitely-
know anyone who's ever watched that show.
I
Did you
haven't
see the
watched it
liberal?
either,
watch
but
it.
Did
like,
you see like the liberal feminist take?
no.
Where they were like, "Oh, perfect! Finally, they finally elected a woman president, and now they're canceling it. Like, great! Hillary had to
Nuh-uh.
lose,
Shut
and now
up.
they're canceling House
Are you
of Cards."
serious?
Said
The
that.
second, yeah, because
No.
Robin Wright's character, Kevin Spacey's wife, is now, I guess, the president on that show.
I thought he
And
was
so
the
people are
president.
like,
No, the show
people are like,
probably-
just kill off Kevin Spacey
No
and
one
keep
was
the woman
watching
president.
it. I mean, yeah, that would literally be what they would do.
if it was a hit show.
They shoot it
Yeah,
in Baltimore,
it's
right?
just not
Yeah.
it's just not a good show.
Well, how do you know if people are watching it if it's Netflix? It's not like
They know.
ratings.
No, I mean it is ratings. It's easier to track than fucking Nielsen ratings.
Oh, I guess, yeah. I guess,
Really?
But they
that
don't-
was
they
really
don't
dumb.
Yeah,
release
of course. Nielsen only works.
But they know. I know. But do we know?
We don't know. They know.
We don't know.
Oh yeah, we don't know, but
Okay,
Netflix
yeah.
absolutely, because I mean it has to do send a request to the server to download the show.
For
Yeah.
sure.
With Nielsen, it's just sort of like a random sampling that they scale up based on like I don't know, like region or something,
Yeah.
some kind of algorithm.
Yeah, just like a
I
couple
know
people.
the West Village single Nielsen family.
Oh really?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Tell them to
Just
watch.
like so much power.
Tell them to watch
Yeah.
people talking sports and other stuff on the MSG network. Post game from the
Yeah.
Knicks.
Well, I'll stack the deck in your favor.
Tell them to watch.
The Iranian Nielsen family, most popular show, Hotel Businessman. Son, Amir, he watch Hotel Businessman video. His favorite video is see a Hotel Businessman inflate his chode.
They keep asking my family to be a Nielsen family in Baltimore. My mom won't do it for some
Why?
reason. I don't know.
Don't you get money?
Yeah, but she doesn't want to do it. Venetia doesn't want to be tracked. She wants to stay off the fucking grid.
No, they're giving you power.
I still think it's so funny your mom's named after fucking window dressings. Yeah, this
It's a
is my
beautiful
dumb
name.
mom, curtains.
It's a beautiful name, dude.
Yeah, does
Venetia?
Venetia.
let me ask you
That's
this.
pretty, yeah.
Does the
Thank
curtain does the carpet match her name? You know?
Yeah.
Does
Yes,
your
my
mom's
mom-
pussy also
My
have
mom's
a-
pussy hairs are drapes.
Yeah. Your
Are
mom's-
blinds.
Your mom's pussy's name is carpet. That's how it would follow. That's how analogies work.
Whatever,
Stop.
man. I'm not trying to fucking think too much. I'm hungry. I'm trying to.
This is why you
do
did bad on the SATs. 'cause you
I
don't know
did
the
great
name
on
of
the
your mom's
SATs.
pussies.
Did you do 2400, Sav?
Yes.
Oh, I did 16.
Oh, you did. 16.
What was your score?
Out of the 16, I had a 1300.
That's good.
It's pretty good.
That's good.
I just fucked my math up. I had a 710 verbal.
Ooh.
It's the only last time I was smart was high school and the first couple years of college.
I wonder if they're going to continue making kids do the SATs on paper.
What do you mean?
Oh,
not
that's
on
the
a
idea that
computer?
you
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
know how to spell anymore is like kind of you don't.
Right.
It's
I
a-
know someone who graded them, and they don't Like they don't take spelling.
Oh, they
like,
don't?
have like 3 He was like, they'll be like, they ask them to whatever consolidate a story or something, and there'll be like 3 principles that they're. But he said that like they don't count off for misspelling.
Oh, okay.
It's a private company, right? It's not like a government administered test.
Oh yeah, no, all this stuff is like bullshit.
The College Board or whatever.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
called?
yeah. It sounds official.
That sounds like
The
a
College
government
Board, but it's
agency.
just-
Yeah,
Oh,
It's
you
like the
and you
Chamber
know
of
they rape
Commerce.
kids too.
Oh yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
There's gotta
That's
be a
how I
lot
got
of
those scores
pedophiles.
up. The administrator was like,
They're
"This is
they're
all
they're
right."
just hoping some kid's gonna come by an SAT on their dick, if you know what I mean.
Has a woman besides Paula Poundstone ever been like famously and publicly accused of?
She wasn't accused of molesting. She was accused of like abuse.
You mean a
and neglect.
celebrity woman?
Yeah,
It like and it like switched a lot, and like the kid was.
she was just drunk driving a kid around.
I think
in a car.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I also
But there
don't
were
How did
know.
there
people
were
make that into her
accusations
raping
of
a kid?
abuse, but then she had there was some question. The kid was like a very fucked up foster child who had apparently experienced abuse, and
Oh no,
and it
Paula.
was like there was no conviction or anything.
Yeah.
Damn, it was the vest. Her vest was too flashy.
Not
That's
vest.
what got her
It
caught.
was the shoulder pads.
The shoulder
the
pads.
thick ties, the wide ties.
Mm-hmm. Those are some kid fucking shoulder pads if I've ever seen them.
Well, I thought we could do a super episode on Hollywood pedophiles, but I guess we sort of ran out of things to say about them.
Yeah.
I heard
the
that
take is they're bad.
Mm-hmm.
You
There's
know,
a girl-
don't you knock that off.
there's a girl
in
in
that big
LA
office.
right now that's been accused of it, and she's like a fucking millionaire heiress.
Really?
Yeah.
The fucking
A
kids?
kid?
I don't know if it's like a famous. Yeah, she fucked Jack Nicholson's grandson, who's 15.
Well,
Oh,
does
wow.
that count?
Yeah, no, he's a pimp and he fucks like 30-year-old women.
Well,
Yeah, like-
Nicholson like let that girl get raped in his house.
Yeah, Nicholson.
True.
Like,
That's
Whoa,
where
really?
the
Yeah,
Polanski shit happened in
What?
in Jack Nicholson's house.
That is so fucked up.
Yeah.
Nicholson was
He was in the-
accessory.
He was in the sunglasses room trying on sunglasses, and someone
Could you
borrowed.
keep it down up there?
Yeah, Polanski
That's
was
not
like,
bad.
Thank you.
yeah. Polanski was he borrowed one of the babies from the sunglasses room. Said, I gotta put all the sunglasses on a baby first to see how they look. If the sunglasses don't look good on a baby, they're not gonna look good on me. Roman, why don't you fuck this kid for a second? I got a new pair of Ray-Bans. I want to view a child's asshole through.
How soon after the murders did that happen?
What?
After what murder?
The rape.
I don't know.
After
Um,
his.
People use
after
that
the,
as an excuse, though.
That's
After
not an
the
excuse.
I've never been so sad that I gave like a child. What was it?
Sedative
Yeah.
and ass fucked
Nudes
it.
Well, that's
and
like the-
anally fucked
Yeah.
them.
Any kind of like abuse.
That's not how
or-
I deal with grief.
Anybody
You
that
fucked her in the
commits any
butt?
kind of
Yeah.
sexual abuse is always like, you don't understand. It's because something happened to me or
Well, yeah,
whatever.
'cause
and
a
it's
lot
like,
of the time they were
something happened to
molested.
you is that you became a pedophile.
Right,
You
right, right.
became
That's
a
how the
fucking
world
rapist.
works. Things happen to you, and you don't
And
have to do
most
horrible
people
things.
don't,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's not an excuse for any other kind of shitty behavior.
yeah.
I just don't understand why people do that.
Because they got nothing. They got
Yeah.
They got nothing else.
Yep.
Fuck. Damn.
Well,
Talk
the
more about
ozone
Bin
hole is
Laden.
closing up, which means Adam's got to get a smaller pair of pants because the ozone hole is his asshole.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh,
that's
that's
how
good.
big it is.
Yeah.
So for Australia, where his dad lives,
Adam, bring
something about, what else we got here?
That was a good.
so I can fuck it.
That was a good burn.
Thanks. There's a Lion King reboot.
Oh yeah, that looks pretty
And they're
fun.
putting black people in it.
Mostly blacks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody in the original Lion King was black.
Yeah.
I believe they were lions.
I think they're keeping the
Is
the
it
ratio the
animated?
same.
But
yeah.
Lions,
They use
black people get
mostly
lines.
on
They're allowed to
Broadway.
claim
Yeah,
that
yeah,
animal.
No, I'm
They
just
use
kidding.
mostly black actors on
yeah,
Broadway.
yeah.
Wait, so it's an animated
Quit
thing?
fucking with
Yeah,
my
it's like
nail
I'm
polish.
Beyonce.
trying to move it
is
away
Nala.
from this shit.
Is it the same story? It's
Yeah.
just a reboot?
I think I don't fucking know.
What are
if
they
I'm
gonna
being honest.
reanimate?
I think they're doing the thing.
They're
they
doing
did
that
with,
weird
like, the
Beauty and the Beast shit.
thing.
It's like live action?
Sort of.
I think so.
Because the one
I
on
tried
Broadway is all
watching that
puppets, right?
On a plane,
yeah.
I tried to watch.
Oh, was it good? Beauty and the Beast.
I got like 2 minutes into it, and I'm like, this is so fucking patronizing. Everyone wants women to revert to childhood now. All entertainment is garbage.
Yep.
Everyone's just trying to crawl back into.
But they're gonna watch
some
it.
nostalgia hole. I don't know. Did it do well?
It did great.
Seriously?
They're doing like 8 of these.
It's adult women who are like, this was the last time I had hope.
Yeah, for
and they're
sure.
fucking going into
Well, I
the
get it. I
theater
mean,
crying.
that's why comic book movies fucking do well. It's
That's
just
why
the dude
Stranger
version
Things
of
is doing
that.
well,
Yeah,
'cause
exactly.
It's good.
Yeah, it's just like remember this shit.
I never watched
I hate
Stranger
that
Things.
shit.
I watched the first 10 minutes
'Cause
and I was like, nope.
Nick and Phil both told me it was bad, and I was like,
It
I
is
trust
bad.
them.
I watched all of it because I had to, because it's about Indiana and they actually did a good job of like portraying a small Hoosier town.
A lot of Hoosiers.
Yeah.
A lot of using corn as.
You know, the
yeah.
main kid from Stranger Things also was working with one of the guys who was accused of raping kids.
Dude, the kid with the
And the
lip-
kid
oh, yeah,
dropped
the
him.
speech impediment?
Grasham.
The kid actually dropped him.
The
Though.
APA guy.
Yeah.
APA might be in fucking trouble too, because like they were like, oh, we wholeheartedly deny that we had any knowledge of this, and
What's APA?
Agency
of Performing Arts or whatever. They're like, it's CAA, William Morris, and CAA are like the big. CAA, William Morris, and APA are the
And
big,
UTA.
and UTA. Those are like the big agencies in Hollywood. But Tyler Grasham is like an agent there who worked with kids, just like in wake of the Kevin Spacey thing, he had raped a bunch of like 14-year-old boys that he worked with.
Jesus
And
Christ.
APA saying that they didn't know, and then one of the victims is like, yeah, no, I emailed the president of
yeah, there's no
APA.
fucking
Holy
way.
shit.
There's no fucking way these people at the top didn't know.
Whoa.
Yeah, so
God damn.
yeah.
This shit's about to
Hang
be
the
wild.
Nazis.
Yeah,
Which,
but
like,
nothing's
what I
gonna
say.
change.
Good.
Good,
No,
yeah.
good, dude. If you're
It's
if
good,
you fuck kids, you should go to
obviously.
jail. What the fuck?
Right, yeah.
You shouldn't be able to fucking be successful and powerful.
Of
Right.
course, of course.
And that's when it becomes not funny. When it's one guy who's the mascot of a sandwich restaurant, pretty funny. You know, when it's a friend of ours that makes good Dan Nine videos, that's funny to me. I guess you know what the
When it's an
telltale.
old comedian who
Did-
spent the last 40 years of his career scolding black people for
Right.
not pulling up their pants.
Yeah, it's funny.
Pretty good.
Actually, that's what should have warned people about Shane. Is not that he listens to our show; it's that he works with videos.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yep.
anybody that does anything with film is suspect.
Oh yes.
What you drawing there, buddy?
Just like a fat Stav as a cat.
It's cute.
That's
Thank
cute.
you.
Wow.
I'm
what
not gonna
if-
look at it. I just heard that it was cute, and I'll take that.
What about a show of
you
like
then.
Stav? Oh, that is very cute.
I don't think.
What about a
that's
show
cute.
of like it's Stav and Ernest and they're best friends? They
Yeah,
solve
fuck
crimes
Ernest, dude.
together.
We don't
Yeah,
have a
you
good
say fuck
relationship.
Ernest.
What crimes would they solve?
They fatly solve
Where
crimes.
delivers here?
They go online and they like find pictures and like solve
no,
like
it would
Boston
be like
bombings
it's
and stuff.
criminal that I can't get soup dumplings in Bed-Stuy.
It is criminal. I can't get soup dumplings in a story. I'll tell you
I
that much.
actually agree. You can, in a story?
No soup dumplings. That's the one food we don't have,
That's ridiculous.
and it's
Because
it's
there
brutal.
are Chinese people in Astoria.
But yeah, the Chinese food's
There's
not
Chinese
great. But the
people
Thai's
everywhere,
food's
dude.
good.
There's Chinese people in Flushing.
Flushing
They
is
live
so
in the fucking
close.
walls.
God, maybe
They're
I'll get a
we have
everywhere.
Flushing.
Chinese people in Bed-Stuy. I
We
mean,
don't have-
but they don't make like they make like Bed-Stuy.
We have
Chinese
shitty.
food.
We have shitty like takeout Chinese. We don't have any good Chinese in
yeah.
Astoria. We have a lot of Thai food. Actually, there's a good vegan Chinese place that's
Really?
actually good.
Yeah.
Shouts out to the
I mean,
Jujube.
that's the thing is that like Asia does vegan food good.
Yeah,
like, you can eat
hell
like
yeah.
There
you
used
know
to be a
Punjabi cuisine, and there won't be any
Indian,
meat
yeah, I
in
was
it.
gonna
It's
say.
still
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
There was a
it's really
Chinese
good.
place I went to a couple of times that I would just order regular, like sesame chicken or whatever every time I went there, and I didn't know until like 3 times that I'd been there that it's vegetarian. It was,
Whoa,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was that
it
good?
was that good, yeah. That I was just eating like tofu. every
Holy
fucking
shit!
time.
Where was it?
It was in D.C. somewhere. I can't
Mm.
remember the exact neighborhood, but it like, I mean, I don't know if it was because the tofu was so good, or
Well, they're better with like I think like with Thai food they get the really thick kind and they freeze it and they get all the moisture out so it's chewy and it absorbs more stuff and I assume that's what like good Chinese vegetarian.
Very
well, I think it's just that
interesting.
the meat in regular Chinese food is such shit. That
Right,
it's
right,
easy
right,
to-
right.
Chicken in Chinese food is so bad. most of
Chickadee
the time.
China, the Chinese
was-
chicken.
Yeah.
Have a drumstick and your brain,
Brain
starts
stops
ticking.
ticking.
What the fuck? How is that?
Chickadee
Like those
China,
are the
the
lyrics.
Why
of
was that a
Stella.
famous song?
It was a
Yo,
very
shouts out to the
famous
Bare Naked
song.
Ladies. They had a real run there.
Yeah.
I have a history
I bought
of
the
taking
CD.
off my shirt.
Yo, how fucking pissed as the bare naked ladies guy that the Smash Mouth guy.
The Smash Mouth
He
revival.
basically took his whole shit.
Yeah.
Smash Mouth completely bit Bare Naked Ladies.
I feel like Bare Naked Ladies are
were,
better
like,
at
bald.
music.
I was in a.
And I think yeah,
they were all
Smash
dads.
Mouth had slightly more youth
Yeah.
cultural
Cachet.
capital.
They had a DJ.
yeah.
Bare Naked Ladies didn't have a DJ.
And they were Canadian.
Yeah.
Bare Naked Ladies were.
They were.
Yeah.
I
They were
knew
bald Canadian dads.
in 6th grade I auditioned for the school play and I got it and I had to kiss an 8th grade girl. It was a murder mystery, Agatha Christie murder mystery.
And then he
Nice.
fucked up and accidentally kissed a man.
Was it-
No, I
instead.
didn't.
Adam, was it?
You're
Was
like,
it?
can it
He
please be a
missed.
Was
boy?
it
He
Murder
missed
Her
and he-
Pussy on the Orient
It was-
Express?
It was called
tripped.
Murder is Announced.
No, come on, that was good.
That was good.
He
Thank
tripped,
you.
Yeah, I laughed.
and then his mouth fell onto a man's penis while he was going to kiss the girl.
Anyway, she was really into Bare Naked Ladies, and I lied. I made up in a conversation that I was really into them too, but I thought that it was they were girls.
And that was the
Because
beginning.
that was
really?
the name of it. Because the band.
That was the
Bare
beginning of
Naked
your
Ladies.
lifelong obsession with lying to people.
Lying to women.
I used to do. I remember when Scary Movie came out.
Oh yeah.
And everyone had seen it at school, and I hadn't seen it. I would just listen to people describing
Of course.
things in
Bits.
Scary Movie, the
Yeah.
bits.
My mom
And
would
then
let me.
I would
yep.
relay the bits as if because I was so embarrassed that I hadn't seen Scary Movie yet.
My mom
That
banned me
was
from
very
watching
pathetic.
most good stuff, and I did that for a little bit myself. South Park, I would do it with South Park.
I feel like
Yeah.
my entire life has been people talking about things that I haven't seen or experienced, and then I just sort of sit there quietly
that
until
is
I can
kinda
say
life,
something
right?
rude.
Yeah.
You just wait for an
Until a
opportunity.
racist pun opportunity appears.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I got this.
Slippery slope.
Yeah.
That was very good, I gotta say.
Thanks.
Mr. Slippery Slope.
Hey, well, we got to do something.
Yep.
You got to say things in life.
Oh yeah. So true, man. So fucking
Very
true.
know,
wise.
In life, you got to fucking open your mouth and make words come out.
Mm.
This is
Sometimes
going to be the speech you give at a wedding.
Yeah.
This is the Tao of Nick
You know,
Mullen.
when I first found out that Jessica was marrying a Chinese guy, I thought to myself, that's got to be a fucking mistake. I mean, he's got to have a small cock, right? We all know that about the Chinese. I'm just kidding, Brian. I later found out that he's a good guy. I still don't know what his cock looks like, and that's sort of the basis of our friendship. Is that I just assume mine
You're
is
picking your
yeah.
teeth with a zip tie right now.
Whoa, dude.
This is
Sorry.
why no
You
one lets you touch
motherfucker.
things.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
sorry, and I
gross.
accidentally zip tied it. I wanted to keep it open so you could use it, but then I closed it.
Yeah.
Zip
So
tied.
then you just decided to go whole hog and shove it up your ass.
I got a whole
I'm sorry.
hog you can
Can-
shove
Nick,
up your
do your
ass.
bit. Do the
Adam.
speech. It was good.
I was. It would just be more
He
the
was
same.
wrapping
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I was
Well,
gonna close up shop pretty soon. Speaking of closing up shop, ha 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 at all the bloggers that got fired. I support them.
I mean, fuck that.
I
rich
support
guy.
them on principle. Fuck the rich
Gothamist?
guy, but
Yeah,
ha
yeah.
ha
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ha ha at them.
Yeah.
A tee hee hee.
even more than his actual principles.
Yeah.
It's mocking the misfortune of others.
Well, emotionally, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think it's funny that they lost their job. I mean, it shouldn't have happened.
'Cause
That guy clearly bought those websites just to do that.
Yep.
it's the owner of the Cubs, John Ricketts.
WGAE.
Fuck.
shit
Fuck
the
John
bed,
Ricketts.
though.
What is the WGAE?
the
It's like
Writers
not
Guild of
the.
America
I
East.
understand
Apparently-
what that part is, but it's like just not the WGA West. It's like a
not like
shittier.
movies.
It's a
like,
shittier
No.
version
it's a
for
Yeah,
shit-
they're,
people.
and they're just doing a really bad job of trying to organize like print stuff.
Yeah.
And I guess West is great.
Yeah, well,
Everyone I know who-
West covers television writers and people that write features and shit, and it's like
Yeah.
incredibly fucking hard to get into.
But I guess, because labor law and shit is so different from state to state. Like, the U.S. is, like, our trade unionist movement is just completely different than any other countries. But they completely shit the bed. Like, they had no ammo. Like, it wasn't particularly lucrative. It would have just been easier for him to close up shop. And there are things they could have done. Instead, they're just like, hey, we would like your dues. And every single person got fired a week later.
That's
That
wild.
means you are not good at organizing unions. That's
Yeah.
not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're too stupid clearly to know what really happened, but we'll take your word.
They shit the bed.
Sounds
That's what
fucked up.
happened.
Yeah, well, I mean, the guy was a Trump guy,
John Ricker.
and he was saying that
Mhm.
the company wasn't profitable and was threatening to close it down. And everyone was
No,
like,
I mean
"Oh,
it's
that's
on record that like Gothamist or maybe it was DNA Info lost money.
DNA Info
every
did."
month.
But many people have said that
But
Gothamist
they
was
moved,
making money.
But then they merged DNA Info.
Yeah,
So
What's DNA info?
It's like
it's like a racist website that tells you about why black people are inferior. That's certainly what it sounds like.
It
Maybe
really
that's the reason it
does.
was losing money.
Yeah.
is
Yeah, it was
'cause
a really
your
bad
URL
name.
was eugenicsnews.virus.
it sucks though. Like
Yeah.
like they really did do reporting on stuff like real estate and police corruption. I mean,
it's like very localized.
God
There's like
too
damn
bad
it.
they didn't have a better
There's a
union.
DNA
organizer.
info for like Crown Heights, DNA info like bed
Oh,
sites,
shit.
like neighborhood by neighborhood.
So it was, right? It's not, it's done now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took the
R.I.P.
website down, which there's no reason to do.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
the hosting-
Just to be
Just a
spiteful.
the hosting
hateful
fees
piece
are
of
paid.
shit.
Yeah.
You're literally closing down a revenue stream. You can
Yeah.
just fire everybody and leave everything up, and you can
Yeah,
shut
get
it down
ad,
anyways.
but-
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely not about money, but if you are
But there's rumors
if you are
floating.
going to unionize, you should make sure you have some recourse
Yeah.
where you're like, oh, we could hurt your bottom line if you.
There's rumors floating that everyone that worked at Gothamist was also molesting children.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Rick is just
Now what do
getting,
you
Yeah.
think?
he's doing the good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, when I hear the term organize, I think to
Mhm.
myself, organize for what? To molest children?
Mhm.
You know?
Mhm.
And
Hit a
we're
couple
living in the
pizza
era
restaurants.
of blind, dangerous accusations against entire groups of people.
Yep.
Why not join in? You know, why not make my own accusations?
That's
Pick
fun.
people out.
Get
you
your
know?
piece of the pie.
Right, exactly. I was working with somebody, a lady that said that. I mean, I don't want to put her business out there, but a famous billionaire. I mean, I'm going to say what
Oprah?
it is. Like sexually assaulted her, and I was like, let's Me Too that shit. I'll help. Give me a couple million. Why'd you wait till the end of the episode to do that?
I don't know. That's the one when I had a nice one.
Yeah. Well,
Saved it up.
we gotta end this one. We're gonna get a big Pepsi for Stav.
No, I won't
A
have
big
a Pepsi.
A big Pepsi Cola.
I might go
A
have
2
vegan.
liter.
I might go have vegan Chinese food.
Some
Actually,
pre-Bloomberg 2
pieces
liter.
of chocolate.
does anybody want
for
to come
'em.
get vegan Chinese in Astoria?
I should probably eat, but I'm kind of in the mood for like a breakfast thing. I don't want Chinese
Just had
food.
breakfast.
But yeah, I guess thanks for listening. If you're one of the agents that is interested in Adam because you like the show,
Mm-hmm.
he's not on board with us calling out the predatory nature of the business. or
Exactly.
whatever.
I won't
Adam will
put your
be
shit on blast.
complicit. So if you
Yeah.
wanna,
I won't.
if you want to contact him and maybe offer him a job for some reason,
Exactly.
you pick him out of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Not
I
sure
wonder
what about
why.
him is is different that somebody in Hollywood would gravitate to him. But anyhow, if you don't
thing that-
read too much into it. We're just having a laugh here. If you're in the industry, you want to you want to approach us to completely change the tone and theme of the show to create a sitcom for
Mhm.
children or whatever the fuck.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah.
yep.
Please pitch us your idea.
Cartoon.
Young Cumtown.
Yeah, we call it Cool Town, right?
Yeah,
and we talk
Cool
about Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
That definitely seems like it would jive with the tone of the show. So,
Cumtown babies.
yeah, if you want to
Cumtown babies. Yeah.
Like Muppet babies.
if you want to just go ahead and like take some of the money that we've made already as like a preemptive
Yeah.
commission for this bad idea that you have, please contact Adam. And
Go
we'll
through
definitely do
me.
it.
That's
yeah.
that's
Take
the
his
specific
share.
thing.
Yeah.
And the real
you can email Adam at the diddler at playpen.fbi.gov. We'll be taking your emails there.
That's a great email.
Yeah, diddler on the
diddler on the roof.
diddler on the
Oh, nice.
diddler on the
Hoof.
diddler
Hoof?
on the
So your fucking kid on a horse?
I guess.
If I was a gay man.
Yeah.
If I was a straight, yes.
I was
that's
laughing
good.
the other day with JP about like a local
Diddle,
news
diddle,
broadcast.
diddle,
It's
diddle,
like, and today some sad news: the world's gayest man passed away at the old age of 34, leaving Charles Lyman as the new world's gayest man, taking the title over from him. where they announce, it's like the world's oldest.
Yeah.
man. It was a gay guy. That was a fun one. All right, you guys were good.
We
Thanks.
have Funny Moms on the 13th. Come to that.
Ooh, spooky. Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Monday the 13th. Come to that.
Spooky.
And,
still spooky. 13, scary number.
And
that's where, is it a kid? Is it not a kid?
The 22nd.
The 22nd, we will be at. We got a live show coming in DC, so stay for details for that, everyone. It's going to be very fun.
I announced it on Instagram Live.
You did already?
But only like 80
anyway,
people
yeah.
were watching.
We don't have all the details yet, but the 22nd in DC, it's going to be a big show. Hope to see you there. Goodbye, everyone. Oh, I'll be in Cleveland on the 3rd. So I'll be headlining Hilarious.